How are we doing, Taurus? We're going to do a reading today for January 25th until the 31st. This is going to be a general reading, so keep that in mind, Taurus, and it will be for your sun, moon, and your rising sign. This is going to be for the last week of January for the sign of Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. All right, we're going to jump straight into the reading. I have the cards pre-shuffled. Get them a little more shuffled. Let's see what we've got here. Yes, Cleo? All right, Taurus. So the three key words we have barriers. All right, barriers. Boundaries. Barriers, boundaries, and mental repetition. So what I'm getting from this is barriers and boundaries. First off, we'll start with mental repetition. So whatever it is that you are struggling with, maybe a negative thought, maybe negative thoughts or reoccurring negative thoughts that creep into your mind, anxious thoughts, whatever the case may be, it's always good to counteract those thoughts with positive affirmations and mental repetition. There may be certain barriers or blockages that are happening in your life that are sort of unknown to you at this time. And there may be certain boundaries that are also unknown to you at this time. Let's get more information on this because it's not coming in very clear just yet. But as far as boundaries, there is a need for certain boundaries in your life, in your career, and in your love life, and certain barriers that you are going to break through by having those boundaries. All right, now that came across a little better. And mental repetition will help you get through these scenarios and these situations in your life that you want to bring more happiness to, okay? What's wrong, guys? All right, so there's new... Let's see what we got here. A lot of positive cards coming out. Okay. So, in the row of boundaries, there is the Wheel of Fortune is coming out. So it's a shift in a cycle. It's a shift in the way you think about things. And the Star card here shines on you as well. So there's some sort of wish or some sort of dream that is happening for you at this time. You might not be aware of it just yet, but there's some sort of decision that you also need to make. There's a decision that you need to make. And I think there's multiple ways to go about it here with the Seven of Cups. And I think there's multiple ways to approach these decisions that you have. And these are very internal decisions that others might not know about, but you do internally. As far as mental repetition, and as far as barriers, I can definitely see here in barriers that with the Ace of Pentacles coming out, there is the opportunity for you to improve your life in the physical sense. As also with the Nine of Pentacles, it's also showing me that there's the ability for you to improve your financial situation, for you to improve your home life, possibly decorating, decor, just making the home feel more vibrant, more alive. But there is one place in your life that you are neglecting emotionally. And this could be a number of things, but what I'm getting for you, there is some sort of, with the cup energy, the cup is emotional energy, and there's some sort of emotional energy that you are neglecting at this time. It looks like you are trying to advance your career and your life more than anything at this time, or it's possibly something you're not seeing within your relationship at this time. It's not that you're neglecting it, but it's something that you're not seeing that has to do with certain barriers. There's decisions that need to be made with the boundaries that you set for your life. And there's one or two decisions that need to be weighed out in that context. As far as mental repetition and moving your life forward, it's very important for you to reaffirm the positive thoughts and the positive things that are happening in your life, because it really draws you closer to the people you love, and it draws you closer to the positive side of yourself. And when you start to reconnect to the positive side of yourself and the positive thoughts that you have, and it becomes a natural thing, things become much more fluent and they start to unfold for you much more easily. I see your level of awareness raising in all aspects of your life. And this is why you are aware of certain barriers, boundaries, and also aware that mental repetition is key for you in order to move your life forward. The World card coming out, so that's the last card of the major arcana. The World card coming out is symbolizing this is a shift. This is a shift in your personality, in the dynamic of the way you do things, and how you internalize information. With the Moon card coming out, there's a lot of internal dialogue happening at this time, and how you digest certain information and how you internalize certain emotions and certain situations is changing. You're able to really dissect situations and see the truth within them, and that will help you as you move into the future and you start to make concrete plans for what it is that you truly want. Right now, I do see the ability to change the way you think as a whole, and this is due to the mental repetition card coming out. And with more mental repetition and mental practice, you're going to be able to draw those things in your life that you want so near and dear closer to yourself. Yeah, the Fool card coming out is showing that this is a new start for you. Not necessarily in a current relationship or in a new relationship. It doesn't matter. It's a new start in regards to the way you go about life, the way that you interact with others, and most importantly, the way you interact with yourself. I see a more carefree spirit emerging. I see someone who is more willing to take risks as an earth sign, and I see someone who is balanced in their energy much more than before, much more grounded, but also much more of a risk taker. So there's elements of yourself that keep expanding and breaking barriers. That's where the barriers come up. You're breaking barriers, but you're also setting boundaries. And for you, it's a very delicate balancing act, because when you start to break barriers in your life and set new milestones for yourself, it's a very good thing. But you can get out of hand and get off track if you don't set boundaries as well. So certain boundaries need to be in place as you are breaking these barriers, but it is also important for mental repetition to stay at the forefront for you to develop the most positive mindset you can. All right, Taurus, this is your reading for the 25th to the 31st. It was a short reading, I know that, but it's what came out. I'll see you guys next time.